The family is being torn apart by the growing crisis in Ukraine. A mother and her daughter found safety in Spokane while her husband prepares for the worst in Eastern Europe.
Again, we're in a situation where, it could be an unsafe place.
Well, this North Idaho native has lived in Ukraine for more than 20 years. She fell in love with the country back in 1996. She met her husband there and never thought she'd have to leave him like this. He's still in West Ukraine, preparing for an influx of refugees if the Russian invasion intensifies.
The family serves in the mission field and knows this work is even more important as the people of Ukraine are in limbo. Esther Bauer is here with how the crisis in Ukraine is affecting local families.
Well, this is Sharyn Borodina, her husband, and 2 daughters. She tells me her husband's ministry has already welcomed around 20 families who have fled from East Ukraine to the western part of the country, where it's calmer for now. This is just the beginning of people who will be in need of safety and shelter if the situation gets worse.
The aggression of Russian politics has been an issue in Ukraine, especially these past 8 years.
That growing aggression forced Sharyn and her 2 daughters to fly to Spokane for safety. But even surrounded by loved ones, her heart is heavy.
Though my homeland is here in the United States, my home is in Ukraine. It has been for over 20 years.
Over those years, she's watched the country grow and strive for democracy.
Ukraine is a nation, first of all, that the United States has supported and nurtured and encouraged in many ways these past 30 years with the desire for them to prosper as a democratic nation.
That prosperity is being threatened as Russian troops move in and diplomacy falls short.
Even though, the leaders of the world are coming together to try to help Ukraine, the 40 million people that live in Ukraine are the ones that are paying the price.
She says her Ukrainian community has lived in uncertainty since 2014 when Russia invaded the Crimean Peninsula. Her young family had to flee back then and start a new life in West Ukraine.
Again, we're in a situation where, it could be an unsafe place.
As that safety shrinks, she knows our community is doing what they can to help people they may never even meet.
We have so many prayers that are going out to the people of Ukraine right here from Washington State and Idaho.
And while Sharyn and her daughters are safe in Spokane, not all families are able to leave right now. Coming up tomorrow on 4 News Now, I'll show you what it's like living inside Ukraine from a family who has their car packed and ready to flee to safety. In studio tonight, Esther Bauer, 4 News Now.